What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone, and welcome back to Line. Last episode was super awkward and super real at the same time. Hopefully we never encounter something like that again, but then again, this is a psychological horror game. Looks like we're in another dream. Everything's made out of concrete. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. It's all dull and drab and gray. Mold sprouts in the corners of the room. It's dark black in the center, but pales around the edges to a soft, almost pastel blue. The mold would almost be pretty, I guess, if the rest of the place, whatever this place is, wasn't so horribly cold and dank and dark. I shift uncomfortably, my behind hurts. Cold leaks through the back of my trousers. My thighs are turning into ice. Why am I sitting down in a place like this? I don't know, Lynne, tell us. Where in the world am I? I try to get to my feet, but... Even more stress, we're almost up to 100. I don't want to know what happens at 100. A sharp wave of pain strikes through my right leg. It feels like something inside me has jammed. And what happened to the music? Okay, find it repeated. What happened? I look down, blinking, half afraid of what I might find then. And the soft pain moan escapes from my lips. Even more stress, getting really stressed. 69%, A. My right leg is bent at an awkward angle. It snapped just beneath the knee like a tree branch in a thunderstorm. Okay, what the fuck happened to our leg? Why is it like that? It sticks out sickly, uncanny, and unnatural to the right. Much, much too far to the right. That's a mental image I want to scrub out of my mind. Is my bone piercing through my skin? Come on. It feels like it. It hurts. I didn't realize just how much it hurt, but that's because I didn't realize it was broken so badly. Not until I saw it with my own eyes. But that doesn't make any sense. Why did it hurt before? Even if I couldn't see it, I should have been able to feel it. Maybe it was the shock of being in such a strange environment, or maybe it wasn't broken before I examined it. I wonder idly if some invisible force, a ghost or ghoul or a phantom took my leg between its spectral hands and split it in the millisecond it took me to glance down. I don't know. I don't know anything. I bite my lower lip. My face is draining of color. I probably look like a mushroom. How did that happen? How is any of this happening? What is going on? I turn to the right. To the left. I'm in a square-shaped room. There are exits all around me, but with my broken leg, there's no way I can escape. I can see a recess further back beyond an open door. There should be a stairwell there, but there isn't. There's nothing. The place where the stairs should be is completely empty. It's just a vast, yawning crevice of darkness. There are no stairs. Why are there no stairs? If I tried to shimmy my way down there, even without a broken leg, I think I'd end up broken in all sorts of other places upon landing, and I hear whispers in my fucking ears. The fuck is that?
I see you're awake.
Hello? Hi. There's a voice. It's slow but distinctly female. Okay, it's a female voice, not some sort of demonic voice. The voice echoes around the four walls of this drab gray mold-ridden room over and over again. You're awake. Awake. Wake. It sounds like an accusation. A shiver runs down my spine. The air in here is colder than liquid nitrogen. You know where else was cold? In the first dream in the endless bathroom, before that thing behind us grabbed us. Great. It took quite a while for you to come to, you poor baby. The woman's voice sounds concerned, but something about it sets my teeth on edge. I don't trust it. Yeah, no shit. Why would we trust anything in this creepy fucking place? I don't trust her. Where is she? I can't see her. I search for the source of the mysterious voice and... Oh. What? Yvonne? The speaker is standing right in front of me. She's kneeling just inches away so her breath glides across my cheeks. At least it would if she wasn't wearing a mask. Where did she come from? I swear she wasn't here before. There was no body, just a voice. But voices can't exist on their own. That isn't possible. Am I going crazy? Ow, okay, We're in pain, apparently. A sharp pain spikes through my leg. My brain was so overwhelmed by this bizarre situation, I forgot for a few seconds I was supposed to be hurt. It hurts more than it did before. Human legs aren't supposed to bend like this. Not at a 90-degree angle. That's not a pretty picture. How long have I been here? Does that really matter, sweetie? You're here now and you're not going to leave. What? Wait, what? No? No, sorry. Oh, right. You might as well make yourself comfortable. You have no other choice. Why are we here? Why are we trapped here? Is this even real? I can tell despite the mask that this woman is pretty. Her eyes are striking and her eyebrows are curved into two neat arches. You can't recognize Yvonne. Her eyebrows are pierced. Her nose is pierced too, and her ears. The lights in here are dim. Everything's dull and drab except for her. She's a rare shiny object in a universe comprised of bland repeating grays. She looks familiar. Yeah, she's Yvonne, our sister's friend. In fact, I recognize her. Are you Vaughn? My name doesn't matter. Her voice is a little muffled through the surgical mask, but I'm sure it's Vaughn. It looks like her at least. But what is she doing here? I think my leg's broken. It would be, sweetie. Well, why? Why indeed? That is the question. Her eyes harden. Wait, what? You shouldn't need to ask me that. The reason should be obvious. Well, what do you mean? We thought if you were subjected to a sudden sharp shock, you might remember what it is you've done wrong. What have we done wrong? But I guess not. You really are hard-headed. Or maybe you're incapable of feeling real remorse. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Did we do anything prior to this? I try to keep my voice calm even though my sweat's starting to bead on my forehead. My leg doesn't just ache, it doesn't just hurt. It sears. I'm sorry if I did something wrong. I swear I didn't mean to. Those are pretty words, yes, but I can't trust them. Why not? How can I accept an apology when you don't understand why you're apologizing in the first place? But that's just my opinion. What does everybody else think? Everybody else? The girl who looks like Vaughn but may or may not be Vaughn turns her head. Is she gesturing towards an audience? That can't be. We're the only ones here. Aren't we? That's what I thought, but we're not alone. We're not alone at all. The edges of the room are crammed with people. They surround me in a circle. There are so many people I can't even see the walls anymore. It's like they've eaten the landscape around me. Termites. There's so many people, calling them a mere crowd doesn't begin to cover it. It doesn't give any sense of scale. Most of the people in the crowd are strangers. They're so strange to me, alien in fact, that I can't tell if they have eyes or ears or noses. There are a few faces, however, that I recognize. Hi, Jazz. What are you doing here? Susie, hello? Mom and Dad? Why are they all standing there watching? I try to call out to them, but I can't. The words snag in my throat. It feels like my vocal cords have been cut clean in two by a spectral pair of scissors, perhaps? I can't make so much as a squeak. My leg hurts. It hurts so badly I can hardly think. I can hardly even feel. Everything is obliterated by pain. Pain fills my skull like a thick cloud of smog. A cloud of flies. Oh dear. It seems like you really have let everybody down, dear. Aha. Her fingers caress my cheek gently. Her nails are long and sharp enough to cause serious damage. She could gouge my eyes out with those nails so easily and she wouldn't even break a sweat. I am completely at her mercy. No one will defend me. Great. Nobody wants to. They stand and watch in a circle staring. They're all empty and soulless. Scarecrow people. Do they have any emotions in their hearts? Any care? Any compassion? Maybe I don't deserve it. Now, do you know what people do with witches? Witches? Are we a witch? I'm a witch? I thought Vaughn was a witch, a self-proclaimed Wiccan. But I don't know if this woman is Vaughn, just like I don't know whether the Jazz or the Susie or the mom and dad in the crowd are really Jazz or Susie or mom and dad. Just like I don't know if I'm the real Lynn. Oh snap. Is this really my body? My smashed leg feels dull and heavy. I can't move it. I don't think it belongs to me anymore. I can't twitch the toes on my right foot. I can't twitch the toes on my left foot either. Witches get burnt at the stake, right? But why? Haven't I been through enough? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It'll be over soon. I know just how weak you are, how fragile, how easily broken. Her voice dips to a low, sensuous whisper. But it wouldn't be fun if you passed out too quickly. Uh-huh. What? You did something wrong, sweetie. Even if you don't remember it, we do. Look at all the people you've disappointed, all the people you've let down. Okay, so I'm thinking that there's really nothing supernatural going on in this game. All the creepy-ass dreams that we've been having is some sort of symbolic representation of mental illness or depression. Because the narrative in this game is pretty real already, and it would be jumping the shark if they suddenly add some sort of ghost element to it. That's what I'm thinking. She glances at the shadowy crowd. They stare at me unblinking, their eyelids permanently open. Maybe they can't blink. Do they even have eyelids? Ah, come on! All of a sudden, this idea sounds rather sensible. Why should people need eyelids here? They exist solely to judge me. Of course they would stare. Excuse me, I'll just call for my lovely assistant. The woman who looks like Vaughn claps her hands together. When she does, a girl steps forward from the crowd. Don't tell me. Oh my fucking god, you! Are you the cause of all of this? We've always been compared to you, so of course our dreams would be full of stuff about you, related to you, about how we're not good enough and how you're so perfect, bitch! God damn it, Lynne, why are you so perfect and why are we not? She isn't a tall girl. Her presence is entirely average and unimposing. She's the polar opposite of the woman who reminds me of Vaughn. She's around my height. She has a similar face too. The same cheeks, the same nose, the same mouth, even the same nostrils. But her leg isn't broken. She walks slowly without a limp, like she has all the time in the world. Her irises are brown like mine, but they seem to stretch on forever and ever into infinity. I could be sucked up in her steady, steely gaze. Like water down the drain. I know this girl? Of course you do. I know her only too well. And our stress is up to 80. Really don't want to know what'll happen at 100. She's there all the time, whenever I'm asleep or awake. I can't escape from her. I can never escape. Give our guest a helping hand, dear. You know what to do. Lynne nods soundlessly and kneels down beside me. The woman who looks like Vaughn shuffles away, giving Lynne more space to perform whatever cruel ceremony she's supposed to conduct. Lynne reaches forwards. She takes a hold of both my cheeks with her hands. Her palms are cold and I shiver. Is she even alive? Aha! Is Lynne even real, though? Could she just be a figment of our imagination? Could she be a representation of what we want to be, but can't? Oh! Hello? Game? You fucking with us? Her skin is so pale I'm beginning to wonder if she has any blood inside. Maybe she doesn't have blood, but ice. That would explain why she's so cold to the touch. Her heart is a glacial lake, completely frozen over. I want to ask her why. Why are you doing this to me? Do you really hate me this much? Why do you hate me? How dare you hate me? How can you stand to make me suffer when I want to make you suffer much, much more? But I can't say any of those things. My throat is swollen. No sound comes out. Lynne parts her lips slowly. She sighs. Her sweet breath ruffles my fringe. There's something small and white shaped like a perfect pearl resting on the tip of her tongue. It looks like some kind of tablet. Oh no. Oh no. Medicine? But I don't have enough time to wonder. Lynne's fingers dig into my cheeks a little tighter, hard enough to hurt. Her nails rake against my unprotected flesh. And then she dips her head. Her lips press against mine. This wasn't what we imagined last episode, and it's definitely not stress relieving. I'm so surprised my eyes snap wide open. So do my lips. She slides her tongue inside my mouth, coiling it about mine, and deposits a strange alien pill inside of me. Ah, alien reference. Don't want that picture in my head. It tastes strange. Everything here is strange. My head swims. My whole body hurts. It isn't just my leg. Up to 85. I feel like I'm being torn apart. I'm being stabbed with shards of glass over and over again. I whimper into Lynne's kiss. I don't want to swallow this tablet. I don't know what the strange medication is, but I know I can't swallow it. I won't. But Lynne doesn't draw her mouth away from mine. Her mouth is a warm cavern filled with sticky saliva. She's consuming me. Devouring me. I choke. Lynne shoves her tongue even deeper into my mouth. I find myself swallowing despite myself. The small tablet slides down my throat. Tears bead in the corners of my eyes. The piercing sensation threatens to split my body in two. It feels like I'm being ripped apart. I feel like I'm not even myself anymore. But was I ever myself to begin with? Maybe there is no girl called Lynne. This whole time I was just a copy. A fake. I can't breathe. I can't talk. I can't think. All I can do is hurt. The crowd around me starts buzzing excitedly. Lynne observes for a few moments before she draws away. It's like she can't bear to touch me. I can smell something in the air. It's a smoky, acrid smell. It's the smell of burning flesh falling from bone. Is that our flesh? My skin is smoldering. My flesh is melting. The fat inside my body is bubbling. I'm hurting. I'm crying. I'm dying. My eyes start to turn to liquid inside their sockets. My eyes drip down my cheeks. Not that I have cheeks anymore. Slowly like syrup. Ah! Like the whites of an overcooked egg. My right leg doesn't hurt anymore. It's no longer attached to my body. I no longer have a body. But that's fine. Maybe this is what I wanted all along. Oh, fuck. Come on. I didn't want it to be like this. I didn't want this game to be like this. I thought it was gonna be a fun horror game. But no, I think this girl is gonna commit suicide. The pill is suicide. And we just woke up. Hooray, we didn't kill ourselves. Yet, hopefully. Hey Lynne, it's been a while since I last saw you in your uniform. Oh, hey Jazz. I give my sister an awkward smile. I don't want to smile awkwardly, of course, who does? But after my dream last night, it's a little hard to act completely natural. You're right, you look pale. I'm fine, I'll live. Of course you will. You sure? Jazz smirks and takes a bite out of her toast. It's smeared with strawberry jam. The bright red against the brown toast makes me think, not of blood, but something far more sinister. Charred flesh. The thick smell of freshly toasted bread that lingers in the kitchen doesn't help. Here's a top tip from the girl who failed all her GCSEs. Don't pass out in the exam hall. I won't. That's what they all say, but there's always one kid who passes out every year. Always. Uh-huh. Nice job telling us that, Jazz. Real great help. Is that true? I mean, it happened in my school last year. There was a kid who passed out in the maths exam. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was pretty funny, honestly. I think Jazz is trying to lighten the mood, but she's not exactly filling me with confidence. Funny thing is, he wasn't a stupid kid. Not like me. He was smart. He studied a lot. Maybe that's why. Jazz ponders. Her lips are encrusted with a fine film of toast crumbs. Maybe smart kids put too much pressure on themselves. When they don't do as well as they want, they freak out. That's exactly what's happening to us right now. As for me, Jazz shrugs. She smiles. I knew I was gonna fail everything, so I never really bothered. It didn't seem like there was a point in worrying. Even though Dad kept pushing you? Even so, I know what my limits are. Maybe you didn't try hard enough. I didn't try at all. You shouldn't sound so cheerful about it. I know. It pisses Dad off too. I can see why, but... Well... Dad works in construction. Mom works at a checkout. We don't come from a smart family. I'm not a smart girl. I have no illusions of greatness. But that's why Dad wants us to succeed. Well, I'm plenty happy living my life without amounting to anything, thank you very much. But what about society? 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 What have they done for me recently? And Jazz laughs. Fuck it all, it doesn't matter. Jazz sounds proud. She sounds proud about everything, even the things she probably shouldn't be proud about. Dad tells Jazz she should be ashamed of herself. She isn't though. Jazz is stronger than that. Jazz always says that she doesn't have a single ounce of shame in her body. Maybe that's a good thing. It means she doesn't have to worry. Not like me. I worry about everything. You can't drop the ball on this one, Lynn. Go and make Dad proud and don't pass out. FYI, that kind of fucks up your chances. I'll keep that in mind. I peer into the bread bin even though I don't want any toast. I'm worried if I have any breakfast, I'll throw up on the train. Vomiting over a younger child would be far, far worse than knocking into them with my school bag. It doesn't matter anyway. Even more stress we go, we're almost up to 100! Why? There are only crusts left. As usual, Jazz. So it's test day, apparently. Alright, you pick up your pens and open your papers. Your exam is about to begin. A flurry of noise surrounds me. I think there are around 200 kids in my year of math exam papers are opened up and smoothed out by manicured fingers and bitten nails alike. I'm a little slower to start than the rest of my peers. I jolt. It feels like a screwdriver has been inserted into the base of my neck. What am I doing? I'm doing... nothing. Uh-oh. I'm sitting here, staring dumbly at the clock mounted on the wall. Our school is a little outdated. We do our exams in this old gym that hasn't been refurbished since 1980. It smells of dust and old sweat. The windows are small and high up. They only let in the barest minimum of light. I feel like I'm in prison. A prison filled with rows upon rows of desks and chairs, with over 200 teenage boys and girls poring over their math exam paper. I was entered for the higher tier paper. I should have been doing foundation. My teacher had too many expectations. Girl, if you knew your limits, you should have spoken up. Oh no, you're taking the harder test. I think he was spurred on by my dad's fervent insistences during parents' evening, that I'm the smart one in the family. Sometimes in a few of the practice papers I did in class, I managed to get B's. Sometimes, meaning once. The rest of the time, I got C's or D's. What the fuck? That's not smart. No offense to any C or D students out there, I'm also one of those, haha. Susie's in the second set for math, and though she hardly ever studies, she's never received anything less than a B. Life isn't fair. Speaking of Susie, her last name is Hastings. She's sitting a couple seats in front of me. I can see her brown pigtails bouncing as she peers through her booklet. Her pen, overly cute and pale pink, glints beneath the dim lights. She's writing. Only 5 minutes have elapsed, but it looks like she's finished the first couple pages already. Okay, she's smart. Or studious at least. Two different things. Ahem! Uh-oh. One of the invigilators clears his throat. I shift, suddenly guilty. The invisible screwdriver applies even greater pressure to the base of my neck. Does it look like I'm cheating? I hope it doesn't look like I'm cheating. I don't want to cheat. I open out my exam booklet and stare. Random groups of numbers stare back at me, broken up with dotted lines for me to write down my answers. I have to pick up my pen. I have to gather my senses. Holy shit, I have been here! I have been in this exact situation, and it is not fun. It is super anxiety-inducing. I have to start writing, but I can't. Uh-oh. My brain freezes. The questions near the beginning of the exam paper aren't even that difficult. I've never had any issues with these before. Find the perimeter of this shape. What is the circumference of the circle? Plot the line of the best fit. It's not hard. I've answered questions like this before, but I can't now. For some reason, nothing makes sense anymore. That's exactly what happens when you let anxiety consume you during a test. Oh shit, we're up to 97. My breath catches in my chest. The whole world around me spins. I feel like I might fall from my chair, but the act of falling requires too much energy. All I can do is slump. I press one hand against my chest. My fingers are shaking. I'm too anxious to even raise a hand. I don't think I could even walk to the toilet even if I did get permission, which is unlikely. The head invigilator is pretty scary. I don't want to deal with her. I gave her a man voice. I don't want to deal with any of this. God, but how disappointed would Dad be? They'll all be so disappointed that I turned out to be an idiot. The biggest idiot. 10 years of education, and for what? I'm wasting it. I can't believe I'm wasting everything. This game is getting too real. Too fucking real. Lynn, come on. You can do it, girl. Susie's pale pink pen bobs. It catches in the light. When I squint, I can see individual particles of dust swirling in the air. 10 minutes have gone by. I still haven't written anything. Everybody else is writing. I am not. I can't. Why? I reach for my pen. My palms are slick with sweat. I bet Lynn's having no problem with this paper. She's in the highest set for math, and though I've never seen any of her work, I'm sure she's a straight A student. But she's just that sort of girl. I wonder where she is. I glance about the gym surreptitiously, not because I want to cheat, I'm not brave enough for that, but because I'm curious. We're seated in alphabetical order. So that means Lynne should be either in front or behind us. My last name is Harper. Lynne's is Aitken or Aitken. She'll be further ahead of me, maybe to the right. Ah, there. I can see her. She's pretty far away, but I can see her clearly. Her hair falls around her shoulders in shimmering waves. She pauses, her pen still poised in her right hand, and glances upwards. Maybe she's staring out the window. Is she so confident in her own abilities that she doesn't need to focus on the exam paper? I shift and rub my thighs together. I'm sweating. Why is it so hot today? It must be because there are so many sweaty, stinking human bodies crammed together in this room. It doesn't feel that hot when I'm waiting for the train, lukewarm more than anything. The nightmare surfaces to my mind once more in alarmingly vivid detail. It gets clearer and clearer the more I will for it to go away, like the legs of a spider slowly emerging from its sinkhole. Lynne's hands against my cheeks, her lips against mine. The sudden intense burning. My eyes melting out of my skull. Oh snap. Oh snap. I draw in a breath and grit my teeth together. I can't focus on my exam paper. It's all nonsense to me. Just numbers that have no meaning and blank spaces to show my working when I can't work anything out at all. I don't understand a thing. All I can do is stare at the back of Lynne's head. Half an hour has elapsed. Lynne is looking back down at her exam paper. Her slender fingers turn over a new page. Her motions are so casual they almost feel insulting. Is she trying to make me feel bad? No. Probably not. I doubt she even knows I exist. My stomach turns. I hate her. I really, really hate that girl. If only she would disappear. Then none of this would be happening. Everything would be so much better if she had never been born. Hello? What the fuck? I don't remember closing my exam booklet. I don't remember putting my pen down. I hardly even remember picking my pen up. I don't remember holding my exam booklet in the air for the invigilators to collect. I don't remember being dismissed from the exam hall, and I don't remember collecting my bag from the back of the room. And I don't remember exiting the school and making my way back to the train station. But I must have done because I'm here now. I feel like a large part of my life has been wiped clean away. Did I talk to Susie? I'm sure I did, or maybe she tried to talk to me. I don't remember. She probably wanted to compare answers, not that she needs to. Susie's far, far smarter than I am, and I have no advice to give her. No advice other than, don't fuck up like I did. Not writing a single thing in your exam booklet will do that to you. Fuck you up, I mean. Oh well. It's too late to worry about that, the exam's over now. Yeah, might as well. The whole time I stared at the back of Lynne's head. I didn't answer any questions, not one. Dad's going to kill me. He's definitely going to kill me. He won't kill me right away because he won't find out. But when my results come in and he discovers I got a U on my math, he'll flip his fucking lid. He'll be so angry. And it's all my fault. I wonder if he'll be angrier than he was when he learned about Jazz's baby. Maybe. Failing one exam is potentially just as life-changing as having a baby. There's no way I'll be able to make up the grade in my second math paper. Even if I got full marks, I'd be lucky to scrape a passing grade. So, it's over. I failed math, and now I failed life too. Okay, guys, when all of this is done, we're gonna try to process this. But for now, let's just continue. I failed everyone. I'm a failure. But it isn't my fault. It isn't. I glance at the electronic signboard, but I don't see it. All of a sudden, the station looks rather different. It isn't the same station I usually stand at, waiting for the train to take me back home. There are no pedestrians, no vending machines, no board displaying the next trains. The tracks are old and rusted. They're overgrown with moss and stinging nettles. Everything is dark, gray, and dreary. This place looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. It's derelict, all but deserted. I'm the only person here. Am I still in London? Am I dreaming? Maybe I'm still in the exam hall. Maybe I passed out during my exam. Is this another dream? But if it is a dream, then why does it feel so real? The air smells stale. The sky is dark gray. The clouds are light gray. The ground and the grass that grows upward through the ground are black as pitch. The whole world begins to distort. I hold a hand against my eyes. They're burning. I'm burning. It's just like one of my dreams. Nightmares, I mean. I only ever seem to have nightmares. In this strange, bizarre, surreal world, anything could happen. Fish could swim in the air, birds could fly in the water, the days could reverse and tomorrow would be yesterday. There's no concept of time, but my heart continues to pound inside my chest, and my lungs continue to take in oxygen. A fine sheen of rain begins to fall from the sky. It's almost like the world is crying. But that's far too poetic a notion for a young stupid girl like me. Girls like me who can't answer a single question on their math GCSE paper don't deserve to think such fanciful things. This train station, however, is certainly fanciful enough. Is this my own world? Am I the only person here? Excuse me? You're in my class, right? No. I'm not alone. Of course I'm not. Even in my own delusions, I can't be on my own. I can never be on my own. You're going back to Strawberry Hill, aren't you? Her inquiry is polite, but it makes me grit my teeth together. It feels like she's looking down on me. Do you know if any of the trains are running? This is all so strange. There's nobody else here, so I was wondering if you knew what was going on. Why is she asking me this? Do I look like I would know? I don't know anything. Maybe behind her innocent facade, she's mocking me just like everyone else. She's mocking me because I'm not her. I'm just me. Plain, boring Lynn. Not lying. She isn't me. I wish I was her, or maybe she was me. That we were the same. But we're not. We can't be. Excuse me, Lynn? I don't think she's ever addressed me before. Maybe that's why she sounds so hesitant. Or maybe it's because of the expression on my face. I don't know what my own face looks like, but it's probably quite scary. Lynn, are you by any chance feeling sick? I am sick. I'm sick of her. Lynn? She extends her arms slowly. Is she going to touch me? My body shivers. I want her to touch me. But at the same time, I don't. I can't let her. So I take a step backwards. Disgusting. Excuse me? Didn't you hear? You're disgusting! I push her away hard. I push so hard, in fact, she stumbles. Her eyes widen in surprise. Oh! She falls backwards, her head hits the ground with a soft thud. She blinks up at me, anxious and unsure and afraid, yes. She should be afraid. I'm the one with the power here. I don't usually have power in my dreams, but I do now. Hold on. Lynn, let's think this through for a second. That you might not be in a dream right now. Let's think that through. It would be foolish if I did not use it, right? I kneel down, straddling Lynne's chest. My thighs pin her limp body at both sides. I need to block off her escape routes. Even if she tried to throw me off, I don't think she could. Her arms are white as chalk, skinny like twigs, and she doesn't have enough power to push me away. I won't let her push me away. Lynn, why? Why should I need to answer her? I don't need to fucking answer. Shut up. I slap her across the face. Her head jerks to one side with a sickening smack. For a few moments, I worry I might have shattered her skull. Is she really that fragile? Of course she is. I'm fragile too. Maybe all people are to a certain extent. Even people like Dad. But I'm not the same as Lynne. We can't be. Lynn, why are you doing this? Lynne blinks at me. Her eyes are filled with tears. A dark, deep purplish bruise blossoms across her cheek like a rare flower. It's almost pretty. Not pretty enough. I want to hurt her more. Much, much more. I'm tired though. I'm tired of being the one who gets hurt all the time. I slap her again and again and again. Each time her head jerks obligingly. She's so easy to play with and fun too, like a doll. She's an incredibly lifelike, life-size doll, with teeth that rattle around her skull when I hit her. I know we're not close, but I didn't think you disliked me this much. Oh god, I can't bear to read through any more of this, but we have to. Did I do something wrong? If you even have to ask, that shows you don't understand. What? You don't understand! You've never even tried to understand! But we've never spoken! Her voice is muffled through her sobs. The sound makes my head hurt. The invisible screwdriver is back. It bores into the base of my neck with frightening precision. I need her to stop talking. Oh no, Lynn, don't do what you're about to do. Come on. Girl, don't do what you're about to do. How do I make her stop talking? That's enough. I don't want to hear your voice anymore. You need to atone. Atone for what? For what indeed? What did she do? She didn't do anything. But she needs to be punished. She's making me doubt myself. I can't do that. If I start to doubt myself, who else can I blame for my faults and flaws? I don't have anybody else I can take this out on, and nobody else will listen, nobody will understand. It doesn't make any sense even to me. Of course it doesn't make sense to her. That's why she can't talk. She absolutely definitely can't. If she talks too much, I'll start to realize how stupid this all is. I'll realize just how hollow and empty I am. I hate you, I've always hated you! But why? There is no reason. No logical reason anyway. It's all because you look just like me. What? You look like me, but you're better than me. You're better in each and every way. Her name is even longer than mine. Lynne with an E. You'd earn more points if you played it on a Scrabble board. Not that names are allowed. It's against the rule to play names on Scrabble boards, strictly speaking. But that's never stopped Jazz before. Jazz has no shame. I have too much. Apparently, when I touch myself, I pull stupid faces. I'm an idiot schoolgirl who doesn't know what I'm doing. But it doesn't really matter, because no man will ever find me attractive anyway. No woman either. What about Lynne? I bet she doesn't pull stupid faces. She's probably better at making herself feel good than I am. She'll beat me at everything simply by being alive. There's only one solution then. Fuck. Disappear. Just disappear. Go away, go away, go away. I grab hold of her shoulders tight. My fingers dig deep into her flesh. She whimpers. It's not enough. I slam her head against the cold hard floor over and over again. I slam it hard with more strength than I know I possess. Her skull cracks. Maybe it fractures. Maybe it breaks. Maybe holes are opening up inside her head and her brains are starting to leak out. I wonder what brains look like. I've never seen them before. Are they gray? In the biology books I saw as a kid, brains were always bright pink. I'm not stupid enough to believe that's really true. Just what is true anyway? Is this real? None of it feels very real. None of it. Except the 6 smacks of Lynne's head against the concrete floor. The water falls around me. It's almost like the sky is crying. Lynne is crying too. Her nose is running. Her pretty face is covered in red and blue and purple bruises. She's bleeding. She's leaking. But she's still alive. Her body twitches. Her breath forces its way out of her lungs slowly. In and out. In and out. She's so persistent. Just disappear. Go away. Leave me in peace. Doesn't she know what happens to witches? That's right. She's a witch. That's a witch who's stolen what should be mine. I have nothing. She has everything. That's fundamentally unfair. She deserves to be punished. Lynne, why? She looks at me. Her eyes are glassy. They swim with tears. She's so wet she could probably stick a goldfish or two in one of her eye sockets. I bet it'll be able to bob along quite happily. That is, if goldfish are saltwater fish. I'm not sure. I'm not smart. But I am smart enough to know the answer to her question. I have to hurt her. She has to suffer. That's just the way of the world. All because I'm not you. And I wrap my fingers around her throat. Oh my fucking god. That was amazing. The writing. Absolutely disturbing and realistic at the same time. Holy shit, that was so real. The game literally was Anxiety Simulator. What the fuck? Okay guys, before we end the video, we have to process this. Because as adults, or at least as an adult that runs this YouTube for you guys and has the responsibility to at least, you know, not put you guys on the wrong track with any of my videos. This game is a forewarning of slipping into your rabbit holes. When I mean rabbit holes, okay look guys, I'm 21, I'm in college, I'm about to graduate college. Some of you guys may be kids. Some of you girls may be teenagers, just like Lynne. Now I know firsthand what it's like to deal with anxiety, to deal with thinking that you're not good enough, to wake up every day with no motivation to do anything because you believe that your life isn't worth anything compared to anyone else's. Everyone has their own skeletons in their closet. It could be depression, it could be anxiety, it could be any sort of toxic factors affecting our lives. It's the things that weigh us down every single day. The choking feeling, the insect legs crawling up our legs, the burning sensation that we may not be worth anything. But what I'd like to do for now to end this video and this series is not preach to you guys. To try to convince you guys that you are worth it, because I can't do that for you. As much as I'd like to think that I want to be there for you guys, our subscribers, our consistent viewers, the least my channel and I can do is just entertain you guys for 20 to 40 minutes at a time. And hope that in that time span, I at least help you guys and zone out for a while and forget about whatever's happening in your lives. That and all I could really do is encourage you guys to look for help. I know there are many adults and parents out there that minimize the effect and impact of mental illnesses, especially on young people. I know you'll have that stereotype in your head that adults will never understand you, no one would ever try to understand you. But I just want to let you know that there are people out there that you could reach out to, and they can at least try to help you help yourselves. Because that's the thing I learned over the years about dealing with anxiety myself, is that it's a personal struggle that you have to overcome on your own, but it's also okay to ask help from others when you definitely need it. I'ma just leave that as our ending note for this entire series, because I feel like if any random kid played this game and experienced the same things Lynn experienced in the game, they might come to the wrong conclusions just as much as Lynn did. I just want to end this video off saying that no matter how you think about yourself, there will always be people that believe in you. I believe in you guys. I believe that you can overcome anything that you're going through. But you also need to believe in yourselves. If you can't believe in yourselves, ask the help of other people to help you believe in you. Whatever's going on in your lives, I know that you guys can get through with it. Okay? And once again, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. See you all next time, guys. Bye.